Welcome to today's video, where we explore one of the most powerful and timeless stories ever told, the parable of the prodigal son. This profound tale found in the Gospel of Luke speaks to the heart of human experience, capturing themes of forgiveness, redemption, and unconditional love. Through the eyes of a loving father and his two very different sons, we'll journey through a narrative that has resonated with countless generations. Whether you're familiar with the story or hearing it for the first time, join us as we uncover the deep spiritual lessons and life-changing insights that lie within this beautiful parable. Let's dive in.
Luke 15, 11-32, a parable of a man who had two sons. The younger son, eager to experience life on his own terms, asked his father for his share.
I have something I need to say.
Son, what is it that troubles you?
Lately, about life, about the future. I'm ready to make my own way, to find my path in the world.
And what is it that you seek, my son?
I want to go out on my own, to see what life has to offer beyond these walls. But to do that, I need my share of the inheritance now. I want what will one day be mine, today.
My son, you ask much. This wealth, it represents not just money, but the life we've built here together. Are you certain this is what you want?
Yes, Father. I believe this is the right path for me. I need to experience the world for myself, to see what's out there beyond this home.
Very well, my son. I will divide what is yours and give you your share. But remember, wealth can be fleeting, and the world is not always kind. You will always have a place here, should you ever need to return.
Thank you, Father. I won't forget your kindness.
The younger son gathered all he had and journeyed to a distant land. There, he squandered his wealth in wild and reckless living. Soon, a severe famine struck the land, and the young man found himself in dire need. Desperate and hungry, he took a job feeding pigs, which was considered the lowest of the low in that culture. He was so hungry that he longed to eat the food given to the pigs, but no one gave him anything.
How could I have been so foolish? I had everything, dashed my father's love, a place in his home, a life of security and comfort. And I threw it all away. For what? For fleeting pleasures and empty promises? I was so eager to leave, so desperate to prove I could make it on my own. I thought the world had so much to offer, that I could find happiness and fulfillment out there. But all I found was emptiness. And now, here I am, a beggar among swine. I've wasted everything, my wealth, my youth, my pride. And for what? To end up in this pitiful state, starving and alone? My father warned me, but I didn't listen. I thought I knew better, thought I was invincible. But now I see, I was just a fool. What would my father say if he saw me now? Would he even recognize me, the shadow of the son he once knew? I brought shame upon myself, and worse, upon him. How can I ever face him again, after all I've done? But what choice do I have? I can't stay here, wallowing in my misery. Maybe, just maybe, if I go back, he'll take pity on me. I don't deserve to be called his son, but perhaps he'll let me work as a servant in his house. At least then, I won't starve. It's my only chance. I have to try, before it's too late.
In his misery, the young man came to his senses. He realized that even the servants in his father's house had more than enough to eat, while he was dying of hunger. He decided to return home, humbled and repentant, to ask his father for forgiveness. So he set off for home. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. He ran to his son, embraced him, and kissed him.
Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.
But the father interrupted him. He called to his servants, "Quick! Bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And so, they began to celebrate. Meanwhile, the older son was in the field. When he came near the house and heard the music and dancing, he called one of the servants and asked what was going on. The servant told him, "Your brother has come, and your father has killed the fattened calf because he is in back safe and sound." The older brother was angry and refused to go in. His father came out and pleaded with him. But the older son said,
"Look, all these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours, who has squandered your property with prostitutes, comes home, you kill the fattened calf for him."
My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.
This is the parable of the prodigal son, a story told by Jesus, not just to entertain, but to impart profound wisdom that resonates with our lives today. It's a tale of mistakes and redemption, of wandering away and finding the way back home. It reminds us that no matter how far we stray, the door to. At its heart, this story is about choices and consequences. It begins with a younger son who, driven by impatience and a desire for freedom, makes a choice that will lead him down a path of hardship. And yet, it also teaches us about the unwavering love of a father who never loses hope, who waits why. As we journey through this parable, we'll uncover the life lessons it holds. Lessons about the dangers of selfishness and pride, the importance of humility, and the incredible power of forgiveness. It's a story that speaks to all of us, reminding us of the value of home, the strength of family, and